On today's episode, we dive into popular snacks at Animal Kingdom, breaking down taste, value, portion size, and overall experience to decide whether each item is worth it or not. Today's June 17th, 2025. This is episode 781 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys, make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service. Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Well, I hope everybody had a very good Father's Day. How was your Father's Day?
Wonderful.
We saw the movie How to Train Your Dragon, the live action.
Yeah, that's how we spent our Father's Day morning. We're spending our afternoon doing this recording, and then I'm going to do a seafood boil for us. What'd you think of the movie? There's no spoilers, I guess.
If
it's
you've seen
almost,
the
if you've seen the
animated.
I mean, it's almost a shot for shot.
It's so good.
Remake.
It's so freaking good.
I thought they did it perfect.
And
everything.
I was asking Kaylin because she loves this like we love Disney.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And one of this was her favorite show when she was younger, and she really loved it when she got older. And so she was very, very excited. I asked her, I said, "Are you nervous? Are you excited?" And she said, "Oh, I'm freaking excited."
Yeah.
And she had no nervousness at all. And after the movie, she just was like, holy crap, that was phenomenal. She was like, I can't wait to watch it again. We all can't wait to watch it again. Now, we won't probably watch it in the theater again, but we will, as soon as it comes out to streaming, probably buy it.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Because it was so good.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think it was perfect. I think they did the most perfect job with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this will bring this movie, or this will bring this story of How to Train Your Dragon to a lot more people that probably weren't familiar with it, in the way that I feel like a lot more people are familiar with the classic, sometimes Disney stories that are being remade live action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people are familiar with How to Train Your Dragon, on that same level.
Right.
So I think this will have an opportunity to introduce it to so many more people. You were saying, and I agree, can't wait to go back to Epic Universe and go into the Isle of Berk there after just seeing it for real on the screen.
Yes. And I can't wait for the girls. Oh.
It's going to be so cool.
I am just going to stare at them. I'm just going to stare at them.
Yeah.
Just to watch their faces.
Yeah. And that'll be in December. So this will be out, I'm sure, for streaming. Prior to then.
Yep.
So we will make sure we watch it leading up to that.
Absolutely.
And, that'll be a lot of fun. But today, we are going back to our Eat It or Beat It series.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what this is we go to each of the parks, and we take the top 10 most popular snacks that are there, and we kind of let you know about them. Say, look, is this worth your money? Eat it, or is it not? Beat it. And This isn't a is it good or bad? Again, it's a worth it. So some of the things, if you go back, all right, episode 750 was Magic Kingdom, 759 was Epcot, 775 was Hollywood Studios. And if you go back, you will see sometimes things taste good, but they might not have the best value, so we don't recommend that you get it, that type of thing.
Right.
So are you ready to get into here in a moment? Because first, though, I do want to let you know, we only, of course, talk about items that we've had.
Correct.
So there are going to be some popular items on here that maybe we have somehow just not had yet. So we don't want to put them on the list. And then also there's a whole bunch of new items, food items that have come to Animal Kingdom recently. You can go out to mainstmagic.com. You can click on the news tab, MSM News, and our wonderful blogger, John Self, has written all about these new items coming. He's also started to review some of these items. So if you go there, you can find reviews on a bunch of these items, along with daily reviews of different food items across theme parks, news, so much more. So make sure you check out mainstmagic.com,
Yes.
MSM News. Now let's get into the food. And what is our number one? We're going to go with the classic snack with a slight twist.
It's a Simba Pretzel.
Yeah.
So kind of like your Mickey pretzels at Magic Kingdom.
Exactly like, basically.
But it's Simba.
yeah.
That's fun. And
It
it's
is.
only $6.79.
Yeah. It's shaped like the cave drawing of Simba. It's Super Pretzel.
Yep.
It's that same brand. It's a Mickey pretzel. It's just a different shape. Yeah, $6.79. I mean, do you think eat it, beat it in comparison? Let's just say to Mickey pretzels, because I think we're both going to say make sure you get a Mickey pretzel during your Disney trip.
Right. And I'm going to say
Can this be
eat
a
it.
replacement?
Absolutely. I'm going to say eat it
Agreed.
because you're going to be at Animal Kingdom and it is an animal. Like, it's really cool. Just like, when you go and some places will have, Cars waffles, Mickey waffles, Simba waffles, Stitch waffles. Like, they're all the same amazing golden malted waffles.
Yeah.
They're just different. And when you're at Ohana and your waffles come to the table and it's Stitch, then you're like, this is amazing.
It tastes different somehow.
Well,
I mean, it's still good.
It's fitting. So while you're at Animal Kingdom, this is a definite eat it for me because, again, it is a snack. It is something, but you're at Animal Kingdom and you get Simba. I think it's really cool.
Agreed. I agree with everything you said. And I'll even add on pretzels like this, there's more, what would you call, I don't want to say nooks and crannies. Having a child ruined the word nooks and crannies for me in the same
Having a girl
sense.
child,
Having a girl
you
child.
mean.
Yeah. When they have that first blowout diaper, it's everywhere. Nooks and crannies. And that's what happened with the first time I had to change one of those. And I'm like, I'm not eating English muffins or using that term anymore. So where was I going with any of that?
So because of the way the pretzel is made,
there's more of those little nooks and crannies
right,
that sometimes are a little bit crispier than the rest of the pretzel.
That you
I like that.
Okay.
I like that balance. Like, I'm the one growing up, we always had a box of Super Pretzels in our fridge,
you did.
freezer all the time. And I would
your
cook
dad
them.
still does.
He still does, yeah. And I would cook them like 15 seconds too long because the little areas where the pretzel would meet got a little bit crispy, almost like a hard pretzel, while the rest of the pretzel stayed soft. It's like you got the best of both worlds.
You're funny.
So just a little tip. All right, let's move on to the next one. There's actually going to be 2 at the same location. There's actually going to be 3 in the same land.
Okay.
So
we are going
props to
over to Pandora.
Yeah.
And we are going to go to Pongu Pongo and Pandora, which is right there by the bathrooms and by the gift shop.
Yeah, exit to Windjammers as you come out.
Okay.
Yep. It's just a little, like a little hut, little kiosk, basically connected to the back of Windjammers.
And the first thing is the Night Blossom. So this is layers of apple and dessert pear limeade topped with boba balls for $6.79.
You know, Pongu Pongu apparently means party in Na'vi.
Oh.
So it's
that's
a little something new. We like to provide some not only entertainment but education, but also we like to feed your brain.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, and if we stick around Pongu Pongu, what else is there? This is I'm sorry. Well, do you want to go with our eat it or beat it, or do you want to talk both at the same time or go separate?
Well, I read that wrong because it's layers of apple and desert pear limeade. I said dessert. So I want to apologize. This is a drink.
Yes, this is. Yeah, it's that layered
Night Blossom
frozen smoothie thing.
Yes.
So let's just cover this one first.
Yes.
Okay. So eat it, beat it.
I like it. I think it was very good. The girls really enjoyed it. This is something, though, that is a very large cup.
Yeah, it
and
is.
I do feel like it is very shareable.
Yeah, I think for $6.79, it is extremely shareable. This opened with Pandora in 2017. Immediately became a very Instagram-worthy drink.
Yes, it did.
Because of those frozen layers and all. So and you know what? It's good.
It is.
And if you go get, I think it might be Ashley Craft's first unofficial Disney cookbook.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it has the recipe for this in that one.
Because the girls wanted
we've
to make
made
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we made it
Yeah.
before. And it's just as good at home, but not quite as easy, of course, to make and put together.
Yeah.
So I would get it here. Okay, now let's move on to a food item because I'm so used to us, having always ordered both of these at the same time. I almost feel like they should do like a combo meal with these two.
Yeah.
And knock, $1 or $2 off the total price or something.
And what we're talking about is the Pongo Lupia, which is pineapple cream cheese spring roll for $3.79.
Yeah, so this is like a Filipino-inspired snack. It's reimagined, to basically fit in Pandora. I think it does fit very well as far as the theming and the idea of what it is. Let's talk about Eat It or Beat It maybe a couple years ago.
So, yeah, it was Eat It for us a few years ago. We had it more recently.
Like pretty recent, within the last 2 months or so, I think.
Right. Well, maybe a little longer than that,
Okay.
but still, it was not good.
Yeah.
So it wasn't awful when you took a bite of both ends of the spring roll because you still had enough spring roll. It was crispy and it was a pretty decent bite. But when you got into the middle, it was just all soft and just
mushy.
It was.
Everything was just mush.
It was just not.
It was, yeah. And then, for somebody who is texture driven, but a lot of times I always talk about contrast in food. Like, sometimes I like something that's soft with crunchy. Like Lacey and I did lunch at Taco Bell and I got one of the crunchy and soft like tacos, right? Sometimes I like that.
You made that at home the other night.
Yeah, we made them at home the other night. So I swear this used to be much more of an all creamy inside, which I enjoyed with the pineapple and all. When we had it last time, it was like chunks of pineapple with a way too creamy cream cheese, and like you said, it was all soft in the center.
And I feel like in the very beginning, it was more like the how do you say it? Like where it was like a pastry pocket, like a
and
it was square.
Yeah, it was. You're
square,
right. It was
but
almost like flatter, square, shorter. This one was like long and skinny. Like, it didn't. If anything, it almost needed to be like double or triple wrapped in that like egg roll wrapper thing, so that there was more balance there of the crispiness to that. So we're gonna say now both of us beat it.
Yeah.
So just get your Night Blossom.
Yeah.
If you are hungry, let's go ahead and move right next door, and you might want to get this food item.
I would.
Based on now, we're gonna really let you talk about this.
Yeah, I
and
like
not
them.
so much me, because I think most people will fall in line with your thoughts on this, right?
Yeah, and we are talking about the cheeseburger pods at Sautelli Canteen. So these are steamed cheeseburger pods stuffed with ground beef, ketchup, mustard, pickle, and cheddar cheese, served in a crunchy vegetable slaw and veggie chips for $13.99.
Yeah, it's inspired by a classic McDonald's cheeseburger, basically, right? So
yes,
continue with what you think. This is on the kids menu.
It is.
Plenty of adults are ordering this.
It
left
is
and
on
right.
the kids menu.
Yeah, it may be on the adults now.
I
We have
started
not
to say.
been there in so long. It's one of those places we keep saying we're going to go back.
Right.
Going to go back.
We need to.
But yeah.
And then we need to do breakfast because that one thing I was
know.
like excited to go get. Anyways, it is really good. I enjoy them. They are two little pods. Like, it's great because you can almost like carry them. Like
Yeah,
they're considered a meal, but like
two of these.
If you didn't get
two of
the
these
crunchy-
in a little cardboard boat should be sold right there at
I agree.
Pongu Pongu.
I agree,
as a
because I
food
would
item.
get them because it's served with a crunchy vegetable slaw and vegetable chips. So, like, if you just put those, like Jeremy said, and it would just be a cute little, like, it would be a cute little snack, and it'd be perfect.
Yeah. $7.99, $8.99,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. You would be selling these left and right. I guarantee it. Or even just stands in
So
Pandora
they really were
somewhere.
inspired by the McDonald's cheeseburger.
Yeah. I mean, you tasted the inside?
Yes, and I think it's very good.
Right. So it's an eat it for you, I know.
It is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, it's a beat it because you do have that ketchup, mustard, pickle part in there. Now, when I tasted mine, now this was years and years and years ago, it was hit or miss. Like, I didn't feel like I got a strong mustard or pickle.
Yeah.
And then I think you took a bite and then
And it
you
was
were
like,
not
there
very
was the pickle part.
happy.
Right.
Because you tasted some more pickle.
Kind of like the cheeseburger egg rolls
Right.
over at the cart
Right.
in Magic Kingdom. It can be hit or miss, not
Right.
only on egg roll, but bite.
100%.
But these are extremely popular. I'm actually going to say eat it because this isn't for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Right.
trying to give you an opinion of what I know
Right.
most people walk away with saying after their whole trip. So what'd you have to eat? What was really good? So many people end up saying like, oh, these cheeseburger pod things from, Pandora and Avatar. This was really cool. So we'll say eat it for that one.
Okay.
All right. You can go in Asia. There's a nice little cart there. It's Mr. Kamal's. And they have these seasoned fries, right?
Yes.
Comes with sriracha mayonnaise dipping sauce. It is $6.49. And Mr. Kamal is a fictional world traveler who sells what he discovers.
Huh.
And so he discovered frozen French fries.
They are good, though.
Yeah. I mean, they're standard theme park thinner
they're the
fries, right?
seasoned ones,
McDonald's fries, you can
yeah.
almost call them, with a special little extra seasoning.
yeah. I like them.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then
the sriracha mayo is
dipping.
good.
Right.
You do not.
Yeah,
But I like them.
Right, but again, this isn't just eat it or beat it. Isn't just about do you like it or not.
Oh.
Is this
Well,
something
yeah,
you
that's-
recommend somebody spends
I
their
do.
$6.49
Yeah,
on?
especially when you need a snack.
Yeah.
I get the cheeseburger pods, and then I'd go over there and get
Walk over and get these.
you have
Yeah.
cheeseburger and fries.
It'd be a good side. Everywhere that has chips, I think should still have some option to get French fries.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of times you go to a place, like you get a burger, and all they have is chips, and you're like, no, that's not
You're like,
that's not a suitable substitute.
I want some fries.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not suitable. You should
Yeah.
have some fries. I would say this isn't eat it if they would do something with these fries and maybe make them more like hand cut fried in peanut oil fries. Or maybe like a thicker cut steak fry or something that separates them more, because I don't think a little bit of seasoning sprinkled and then a sriracha mayo, at least at that point, I hate when they don't call a sauce what it is.
Right.
But at this one, I almost wish they did.
Yeah.
And it includes Kamal sauce or something. I don't know, Mrs. Kamal's sauce. Maybe he's married. Like, you're just like, yeah, it includes something that you can just make with a couple things in your pantry really
Or
easily.
I think, don't they sell that stuff now?
Yeah, they literally sell. Well, I know they might. I know they sell like siracha ketchup. I think they probably sell siracha mayo.
I'm telling
in
you,
the
the
store.
mayo
so
has like
Hellman's or something probably
Yeah.
does it. So I don't.
Yeah.
I just for $6.49, I just think there's better things to
Okay.
spend your money on. Honestly, maybe $2 more and get the next thing.
which is an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
A Dino-Bite snack. So this is in Dino Land, USA, which
Like, get it while you can.
I just started to say
Those
it's
things are
going
shutting
away.
down, so yeah.
But this is vanilla ice cream served between freshly baked chocolate chip cookies for $8.29.
Yeah, so we're gonna go off of this one based on the seasonal rotation, because they do have a peppermint one that has chocolate.
And that's what we got.
Peppermint cookies, basically, as the cookies, a peppermint ice cream swirl on the inside. That's the one we got. So we're going to kind of cover around
good.
based on that quality, that size, portion versus price, whether we think it's an eat it or beat it. What do you think?
I loved it.
You're hungry, aren't you?
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I'm just saying because you're just saying eat it to everything.
Oh.
You're like, put any one of these in front of me right now, and I
Maybe
will eat
I
it.
am
Wait till
hungry.
you
I
get
apologize.
the octopus one.
Ew, I would say
Yeah.
no.
We have that, and then the live fish.
This is freaking ice cream and chocolate chip cookies. I would say yes to this, period. Actually, you know what? i am
100%.
going to say no to this.
No?
You know why?
Why?
Because I don't know if it's on here.
Yes. It's not on here. It's not on here, but...
Then that's what I'm going to say.
But I think it does deserve to be on here is the Anadapur ice cream truck.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know
and
what?
the Yeti. I'm going to tell you
The
to
Yeti
go get
sundae?
the Yeti sundae.
Okay. So skip the ice cream sandwich.
I don't want this one now.
Okay. All right.
I say no.
No.
I
Oh,
say
my.
beat it.
Oh, my. Rhonda's getting feisty on the ice cream sandwich. Okay. Yeti sundae.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give that an
And
eat
I
it.
will say all vanilla in the Yeti sundae for me.
What's the option there?
It's a swirl of chocolate and vanilla.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
some more stuff on it.
Yeah, and then some other stuff. Some blue stuff, a little chocolate,
Yeah,
white
something.
chocolate Yeti,
Mm-hmm.
printed, some sprinkles and stuff. Okay, so that's how we'll do that one. I think that's fair. I think that's a good pick. Okay. There's going to be two in the last four that aren't necessarily at like snack carts or anything. Or grab and goes or quick service. So just go with it because it's our podcast and we can do whatever we want.
And I would how do I say it? Not agree, but I would suggest, even though these are not at a place where you can just go in and grab it as a snack, as a
Right.
cart, but I would suggest doing these,
Yeah.
going and sitting. And the first one is Nomad Lounge. Now it's easier, in my opinion, to get a
It has become easier to get a seat in
seat.
there. Yeah.
So
you do the walk-up list,
Yep.
which I think has actually helped a ton. You can always check the bar, and sit there.
Yep.
And you can get all the food menu and stuff like that. So what are you going to sit down here
And what
get?
we're talking about is the churros.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in Discovery Island. So they are vanilla crema and a seasonal sauce for $10. They're, gluten and wheat, peanut tree, nut, soy allergies. So this is all good. Get you a churro
Yeah.
at Nomad Lounge.
What do you
Because they're soft
What do you think? Because these are not your average churro as far as Disney goes.
and they're better.
They're
So
leaps and bounds.
and the
better.
vanilla crema, like it is so good. I love dipping it. And they do have some seasonal sauce. Sometimes it's a chocolate. Sometimes it's I don't know what, but I just love the vanilla.
Yeah, I think a lot of times if you're going to Disney and somebody's telling you like, oh, you got to get these snacks, churros, they're probably thinking of Disneyland.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's where you should get churros because you should not get them at any of the churro carts in Disney World. Right?
I mean, you can.
You
They're just
can,
not as
but
good.
again, they're not great. Now, I understand that you're in Magic Kingdom and you want the nostalgia of eating a churro on Main Street. Go ahead and get it, but you're not
Right.
getting that because it's a good churro. You're getting it because it makes a cute picture with your kid, right?
Right.
If you want good
you
churros,
want good churros,
you come here.
Come here
Or
Three Bridges.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are outstanding. So yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
We say this a lot too. Like, all right, because I feel like we talk about pizza a lot. Like, why is there not just more better pizza across property? If they could go ahead and put the Nomad Lounge churros or the Three Bridges churros and replace all the other churros on property and those snack carts and all, would you want them to do it?
Well, yeah, but
Do you think so? By doing that, it devalues how good the churros are at a place like Nomad and Three Bridges because of the
Probably.
comparison to the not good churros in parks.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it'd be one of those where you you get what you want and then you're like, well, no, I don't want this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when JD got Elliot finally. And he's like,
Uh-huh.
no, I don't want her anymore. I feel like
yeah,
it could ruin it
yeah.
if you could just get it everywhere. It makes Nomad
possible.
special. It makes Three Bridges special, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This
Karen
is a good one.
showed us this.
Yes, she actually did. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had never had this until within the last like 2 years.
Yeah, and this is corn on the cob, Harambe Fruit Market. Now, this is $5.29, and yes, it is $5.29 for 1 ear of corn.
Ear.
When we just paid $4 for 10. Yes.
Ears of corn.
10. 2 handfuls of corn.
You can hold 5 ears of corn in each of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this when we're done.
Okay.
Are you going to do are you doing it like palming them like a basketball?
No.
Or is the hand going upright like a bowl?
It is.
But at that point, it's just a balancing act.
Well,
But nobody's allowed to help you get the corn in your hands. I want to see you hold 5 each.
okay.
And I'll take a picture if you can do it, and then we'll just have to remember to post it once this episode goes up.
Maybe you'll forget like you forget everything else.
Most likely. Corn on the cob, $5.29.
Yep.
1 ear of corn.
Yep.
It is grilled. You can get it with this little kind of African spice. I think so often, when you go to Publix, you go, let's go down to the spice section.
Mm-hmm.
And you think of every single spice, right? Everything. It could be from Italian seasoning to garlic to cayenne to whatever it may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think every time you put the word spice along with words like African, Indian, Mexican, Asian, that people automatically think that it means spicy. You know what I mean?
Right. But
So,
it's not.
It's not. It doesn't mean spicy. They will tell you if it's spicy. It just
Right.
means that this is a blend of spices of all varying types that make up this African spice with these African flavors. It's not spicy.
Correct.
It is delicious.
It is. And don't they put like, how's it stick on there? I forget. Isn't there like a crema or something?
Yeah, these might
one
be,
of those.
I can't remember. It's either done with a crema, a mayo, butter.
Yeah.
But,
Something.
yeah,
But it's good.
It's
very good. And I mean,
$5.29 good?
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, I mean, it's only $5.29. Like, yes, we just said we bought 10 ears for $4. But they sell this year round. So on the off years when you're trying to get corn and you can't, I mean, they still have it off months,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there better not be an off year. If I have to go a whole year
Well,
without
you know what I
corn,
mean.
something's happening. Things are going down.
So with all that being said, I mean, I feel like it's expensive in the summer when it shouldn't be, but then it's probably priced correctly when you're in the winter or whatever. So, I still would say yes though
They should
to
fluctuate the price. Like right now, it should be
should.
about 8 cents. Right?
I mean, even $3 or something.
Yeah. You can
Like-
do $2.29 or something. I mean, $5.29. If you were offered this for $5.29 outside of Disney, you'd be like, I'm not paying $5.29 for that.
Right.
And how did you get inside of my house? We're talking about, okay, you're at Disney. You're in this atmosphere. Maybe you've heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
You're in this whole Harambe section. It's right outside there of Kilimanjaro.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the markets, the live street atmospheres going on at the time. Like, this is an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think it's worth it for that. I would not get the $6.49 Mr. Kamal seasoned fries, for example.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
to be honest, it's not like the Mr. Kamal
fair.
seasoned fries are coming out and it's like a tub of fries.
Right.
It's shareable by 2 people if you just need something because your lunch reservation isn't for another hour.
Right.
Right? Otherwise, you're eating the whole stack of fries by yourself. Same thing with the corn. You could split this or, you could go ahead and eat this whole ear of corn easily by yourself. I
Oh,
would
of course.
think. I'm sure that the world wants to know, our listeners want to know, how do you eat your corn on the cob? Do you go like, left, right, or do you go kind of the circular up, down, and then work your way across?
I guess I go left to right or one of those ways.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't go around.
The first time, I forget who it was, the first time I saw somebody do the round thing, my mind was just blown.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even think that was a possible way to eat corn.
Yeah.
nor would I think that somebody would choose that way.
Yeah.
So, but what do I know? All right, let's move on to our second to last one, and then we'll move on to our very last one. What is our second to last?
So at the Yak and Yeti local foods cafe, you can get a side of pork egg rolls, which comes with 2 rolls for $8.99. And these...
And it's that little restaurant right outside the entrance to Yak and Yeti. This is Asian... This is Panda Express.
It is, but it's good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's good. It's 2 egg rolls for $9. So, I mean... But they're good size, and they're stuffed with pork.
Isn't that the price of our rolls over in Magic Kingdom?
Yeah.
Pepperoni and cheeseburger, they're 2 for $9. I'm trying to think here on the value because again, this is something you can get anywhere. I have to say beat it.
Okay.
No, this is something you can get anywhere. The only way I could see you getting this is you have the kid, the family member. They could even be an adult. They love pork egg rolls that you can get from a Panda Express, your grocer's freezer from maybe a local Chinese place, and you're thinking, you know what? It's definitely needed. I know that they like this, and they've already eaten chicken tenders 3 meals a day for the past 7.
Correct.
I need to get something different in this person.
Right.
So you go for something like that. Otherwise,
I just heard to say,
I'd have to just say go ahead and skip it.
I think that's the only reason I was saying it because we did this before, and the girls loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and again, it is perfect for them. And if it is just something, here's the thing too is you want to kind of almost knock people sometimes. Like, they go to theme parks or they go on a vacation and all they get is chicken tenders or a cheeseburger or, all these things that you think, well, you're Disney. Why would you get that? Why would you get that? There's so many different foods here. There's, you could easily just get that at home or anywhere on the corner, around your house or whatever it may be. But sometimes you get sick of doing all these things you're not used to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes by your 5th or 6th day, you've tried all the new stuff you can stomach for now, and all you want is chicken tenders or a familiar pork egg roll.
Right.
In those cases, eat it. Otherwise, I'd say beat it.
Okay.
Last one, as soon as you get the first word out of your mouth, I believe people are going to know what our eat it or beat it answer is to this. But let's go ahead and finish off, I guess you could say, on a high note.
Yes, and this is your ahi tuna nachos at Yak and Yeti or chicken. So this is sushi grade ahi tuna, Asian slaw, crispy fried wontons, wasabi aioli, sweet soy glaze for $21.99. Now that is a very high price, but it is fantastic. It is a very large dish. This is under their shareables. We have shared it as an appetizer of a table of 6, I believe, and it was fantastic. Yeah. Jeremy and I have had it as just a meal for just the 2 of us.
Multiple times.
And when he got weird about sushi, we changed it to chicken because Rachel told us about it, and it was absolutely fantastic. I truly want to go back to do it again as chicken.
Think you could do a half and half?
I don't know.
Is that too much of a pain
I would
to say
want
half tuna, half chicken.
But I would want the chicken because I get weird too. My brain will be like, well, how hot out is it? And then I get weird and I'm like, you know what? This chicken is good. I understand that.
Okay. The steak and eggs at Topolino's Terrace, right, for breakfast, said it's the best breakfast dish on property. Easily. I think it's one of the top 5 overall dishes on property. Whether you want to call this an appetizer, a shareable, whatever you want to call it, fine. Call it that. It's the best one of those things on property.
Yeah.
Appetizer, shareable, whatever. The filet mignon sliders are best bite on property. I think this is the best dish on property overall out of everything collectively.
Oh my goodness.
If you take all the, how Haunted Mansion.
Heard it, guys.
You know how Haunted Mansion always wins for us when we go to separate categories? But collectively, you put all those categories together, and Haunted Mansion is the best ride in Walt Disney World, according to us.
Okay.
That's how I feel about this.
Okay.
If you were to take all these different categories and put them together, I bet this comes out in the top 3 in the most of them, which in my opinion
They are
makes it
so good.
the absolute best dish on property.
They are so good.
Whether it's chicken or the tuna that it normally comes with, again, don't listen to me just because my taste and stuff changed a bit.
But it's
as
still
soon as
really
my taste
good.
goes back anywhere near tuna, I'm like, Rhonda, we got to get in the car right now. We have to drive to Animal Kingdom quick. I don't want it to go away because I want this again.
Okay.
It's that good. So would love, of course, as always, to hear your guys' opinions on all of these. We'll see what it looks like to do one of these for Disney Springs to round out this series, right?
Okay.
It might be a little bit harder for the snacks there, but we'll go ahead and make sure that we do that, round out this series. Of course, if you want to hear that and you want to hear all the amazing episodes we have coming up, all the cool trips we're taking and more, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Of course, if you want all of the latest theme park news, food news as it relates to theme parks, read about all these new devices, all these new... I'm looking at the screen of my computer that is broken still and devices on it. And so it just entered into my brain. Because anything you put on the teleprompter, Ron Burgundy will read. But lots of reviews and stuff. We really appreciate all the work John's putting into getting you guys all that information. So mainstmagic.com. Go ahead and click on MSM News. Finally, Rhonda and myself, John too, would be super thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got. We'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.